The main thing that started this is I found 3 games that were on sale for the Xbox, brand new, for $5 a piece. All right, after a long day of game hunting and a lot of failed trips at 6 pawn shops, we made it. Time to trade in the 5 games I have, possibly 6, to Gamestop. See what we come away with. Let's go. All right, so I'm back from Gamestop, and I picked up a decent amount of stuff. So my main focus with this Gamestop trip is I wanted to find stuff that was on sale that I can either add to my personal collection or that I could give as gifts for Brosmas. And I think I picked up some pretty sweet items. So let's kick things off with the 2 things I got from my personal collection. First, we have CRIS Tales on the Switch. It's a very colorful, very interesting looking JRPG. It is on Game Pass, but a physical copy was on sale for $15, and I figured, you know what? This looks like the type of game that I could absolutely see myself playing on the Switch, so I grabbed a Switch copy for 15 bucks, brand new, sealed. Pretty happy with that. I think that'll be a nice addition to my already impressive Switch library. Next up, we have Sniper Ghost Warrior Contracts 2 for the Xbox One. The main reason why I picked this up is, spoiler alert, I have the original coming as part of my GameStop order that comes in later on in the week. So this was on sale for $15 as well, so I figured, you know what, if I'm already getting the first one for dirt cheap, I'll get the second one for dirt cheap. So essentially I have both Sniper Ghost Warrior Contract games for a grand total of 20 bucks. Can't go wrong with that, and it looks pretty fun. You basically get to snipe people in the face, and there's like different scenarios and stuff, so should be a fun game. Excited to try it out. And then these last 2 items, 3 items actually, some of them are Brosmas presents, which again, if you don't know, Brosmas is a holiday that myself and several of my friends invented. Essentially, it is Bro Christmas. If you want to see our festivities for that, check out the BigCTV channel, my main channel. We're gonna have all kinds of Brosmas stuff on there when Brosmas airs. Of course, by the time you're seeing this video, Brosmas is long over, and these gifts have been revealed as part of that. So I'm not too concerned about showing off anything that shouldn't be shown off, because by the time this airs, they'll have their gifts. So the first gift is Sniper Ghost Warrior Contracts on the Xbox One. Now, the reason why I'm giving this copy and not the one I'm getting later is I don't know what condition that one's going to be in. This one's in good shape. It was a last copy situation, so it's not sealed, but this was $5. And I figured this would be kind of a good like appetizer gift, so to speak, for my friend. So Wyatt, you're getting a sniper game that looks pretty fun. I've heard it's a good series, and it was $5, so I figured who doesn't want a brand new video game that looks pretty decent for $5? So this will be actually a gift from Branta, or Bro Santa. So, and then the last game, which is also for Wyatt, and I'm not gonna lie, I have a selfish reason why I picked this out. A, it was on sale, and B, I want somebody to play it with. Riders Republic on the Xbox. This technically is a Xbox One and Series X version. I have this, I got it when it came out, I think for $10 cheaper than it was retailing. It's already $20. This is a $20 pickup. It looks fun and I want somebody to play with, so I figure I'll give it to Wyatt, so that way Wyatt will have a copy and then we can try to play it online. So there we go. And then the last thing that I got is a non-gaming related item, but it's a pretty cool item. So I wanted to get something extra from Matt because I am giving him the chip-only copy of the Spyro Reignited trilogy that you saw earlier in the video. But I figured I should get him something extra on top of that just because it's not the most exciting to just get a loose Switch chip. So I want to get him some Pokemon cards. And they had loose packs, and I could have got just a couple loose packs. But I found this. And I figure what I'll do is I'm actually going to open this on my main channel because I have an unboxing Pokemon series. So check that on the main channel if you want to see it. So I'm going to open this up and I'm going to save one of the packs to give to Matt for Brosmas. So I will open up most of this stuff, I might give maybe some of the extras that are in here to Matt as well, but it looks pretty cool. And I mean, it's rare to find this kind of thing out in the wild, so I figured, you know what, I'll pick it up, especially because literally everything I picked up from GameStop was in credit. I got like $102, plus I had two $5 rewards, so it was basically $112 available, and I still had a good amount left over. So the last thing I picked up is this Pokemon trading card game pack. It's like a metal lunchbox that has cool designs, that has multiple booster packs in it, a bunch of extra stuff. Looks pretty cool. So like I said, I'm gonna unbox this and check out the packs on the BigCTV channel. So if you wanna see me open up some Pokemon cards, check that out. And then I'm gonna give one of these packs and maybe some of the extras to Matt for Brosmas, so he will have a more complete gift. So yeah, it's everything I picked up from GameStop. And I mean, we did pretty well overall. I got, like I said, $102 in credit plus the $10 in rewards. So I got a pretty good amount of stuff. I used the extra credit on my pre-order of Pokemon Legends Arceus. So I thought about saving it to add to the PS5 fund, but because I used pretty much all the credit on random stuff for Brosmas, I figure I'll work on that a little bit later. It's not a rush. It's a marathon, not a sprint in terms of getting our PS5 fund up. So maybe I'll do some more game hunting in a couple weeks or so to try to pick up some stuff that I can flip and get some credit saved up for that. But right now, I want to pay off Pokemon Legends because that's the next big game that I'm going to be picking up for GameStop. So that's it for our epic game hunting trip, but we still got a couple packages coming in from GameStop, and we got some more condition reports to have. So let's get to those. All right, it's time for another condition report, and I believe these are the final two games I'm waiting on for my GameStop package. So let's open them up. Let's see what we got. They both appear sealed, which is the best case scenario. So first game up, we have Saints Row the Third Remastered on the Xbox One. This was another one of the $5 games that GameStop had for some reason. There were like 4 or 5 different games on GameStop's website where they were selling new copies for $5. One was Curved Space, and then I have another one in here too. This was one, I think Iron Man VR, one of the VR games, was $5. There's like 4 or 5 of them. Pretty solid value, and I figured I already had this game once on PS4, but I traded it in for a good profit, and now I have a brand new sealed copy to keep. So, pretty happy with that. And then the last one, and I told you this would be back, Sniper Ghost Warrior Contracts on the Xbox One. I bought the sequel recently at GameStop when I traded in some stuff because I knew I had this one coming in. So now I have a sealed copy to go with my unsealed copy of the sequel. So yeah, paid a grand total of $10 out of pocket for 2 brand new sealed games. Not too shabby. So now, let's get to the recap, where we go over everything that I picked up over the past week. Alright, so it is now time for a recap of everything that I picked up this past week. First major game hunting adventure that I've had in 2022, and I have to say, I did pretty well. We got some nice scores from GameStop, we got some nice trading credit, we picked up some good stuff from in-store at GameStop, found a couple extra pawn shop games to add to the collection. Overall, I'm pretty happy with the result. So let's kick things off with our pickup from Amazon, which was the Sims 4 Star Wars bundle, which comes with the Journey to Batuu. This was on sale for $10 on Amazon, which is why I had to pick it up, because I've been wanting this version specifically because it has the Star Wars bundle. Paid $10 for this. It is worth $13. So not a huge bump up. It's not a super expensive game, but you don't see it for very cheap. So I think it was worth a pickup. All right, so next one's Cash America, and I'm not going to include all the stuff that I traded in. We're going to talk about that value when we get to GameStop, but I'll talk about what I kept from Cash America, and that is 2 PS3 games that are both complete and in pretty good shape, honestly, and not ones you see that often. So first off, we have the Ghost Recon Anthology on the PS3. This includes Ghost Recon Future Soldier and Ghost Recon Advanced Warfighter 2 on one disc. Interestingly enough, These Ubisoft compilation discs sometimes have some pretty extreme value. This one is, I think, one of the cheaper ones. I don't own Future Soldier on any system. I do own Advanced Warfighter 2 on Xbox 360, but I figured, you know what, might as well grab this because it's kind of cool to have this on one disc on PS3. So I paid $2, I believe, for this. Yes, and it is worth $12, so definitely worth some solid value there. The other PS3 I picked up, PS3 game, was Enemy Front on the PS3. This is the special edition. It's complete. It comes with the complete soundtrack, of course, the disc. It's got some DLC code that does not work because it expired in 2018. But it's in really good shape, honestly. So I figured, you know what? Let's try it out. It's probably a bad first-person shooter, but might as well give it a shot. Again, I paid $2 for this out of pocket, and it is worth $9. So another solid bump up in value. All right. So when it comes to the other stuff I picked up from pawn shops, I flipped it all to GameStop, and I did pretty well overall. I paid $65 for all the stuff that I ended up trading into GameStop, and I got $102.40 in credits. So $40 gain, pretty solid, I'd say. And that's with the 50% bonus. Now, what did I pick up with that? Some decent stuff. Now, some of the stuff that I picked up, I'm giving away as part of Brosmas, which is my bro Christmas holiday that I do with my best friends. So obviously I'm not going to show those because they are wrapped in under the Brosmas tree. But I did pick up a couple presents. Sniper Ghost Warrior contracts on the Xbox One for $5. And Riders Republic on the Xbox. Also, that one was $20. Those I'm giving away to a friend of mine for Brosmas. And then I also got a Pokemon tin, which if you want to see me unbox that, that's on the BigCTV channel, my main channel. That's where we unbox Pokemon stuff. And I also had a bunch of credit that I put on Pokemon Legends Arceus, which comes out at the end of the month. But what did I pick up in store? Some pretty decent stuff, if you ask me. So, first up, we got CRIS Tales on the Switch. I've heard good things about this game. It's a RPG. It has a really nice looking art style. It was on Game Pass. I don't know if it still is or not, but I figured it was on sale for a really good price, so I might as well pick up a copy, and I think this is a perfect Switch game. I paid $15 in credit out of pocket for this, and it is worth $30, so pretty happy with that. The other game that I picked up is Sniper Ghost Warrior Contracts 2 on the Xbox. I mostly picked this up because I also got the first one in a different bundle deal, which I'll show you that in a few minutes. But this is pretty solid. It looks like a fun game. Essentially, this series, you play as a sniper and you're supposed to pull off like really cool hits, and I don't know. It looks interesting. It's a long-running series. I figured I might as well grab it. And it was on sale for $15. Brand new. And it is worth $42. This has a lot of value for some reason. I don't know why, but it does. And then we're going to end off with my Gamestop.com haul. And if we're being honest, this Gamestop.com haul is pretty ridiculous. So the main thing that started this is I found 3 games that were on sale for the Xbox, brand new, for $5 a piece. There were more than that, but there were 3 in particular that I was interested in. So I'm like, well, I gotta snag those for $5 a piece. That's too good of a deal to pass up, especially because one is a Series X game. And then I needed more stuff to fill out the order, so I decided to go through the older systems and see if there were any games I wanted to add to my collection. And sure enough, there was. And I got a pretty nice haul of games for like $40. And when you see their values, you're gonna be pretty impressed. So let's start off with the new games. First off, this is the Series X game, and I don't know much about this, but it looks pretty cool, honestly. We have Curved Space on the Xbox Series X. They also had this on PS5 for $5 as well. It's apparently a shmup, twin stick style shoot 'em up. Has an interesting art style, looks cool. For $5, might as well. There's no reason not to pick up a cool looking indie game on the Series X with next gen support. Paid $5 for this, and it is worth $20, so pretty solid value there. Next up, and this is one I had before, I picked it up from a pawn shop and then ended up flipping it for more than it was worth, or the more than I paid for it. Picked it up again, but this time on the system that I wanted it for, and brand new. Saints Row the Third remastered on the Xbox One. It's a remaster of Saints Row the Third. I've only played Saints Row 4 of all the Saints Row games, so it'd be nice to go back and play this one because I've heard this is probably the best one. $5 for a brand new copy of this, and it is worth $19, so another huge bump. I will tell you in advance, when we get to the final numbers, the numbers are pretty ridiculous this week because most of these games have a lot more value than I normally expect. I guess GameStop just had these sales really good. Next, like I mentioned before, I got my copy of Sniper Ghost Warrior Contracts as the first one. So I'm giving one away as a Christmas or Brosmas present, and then I'm keeping this copy. $5, it is worth $16. So another solid bump up. And then here are the pre-owned games I picked up. And all of them, well, not all of them. It was a 50-50 split in terms of whether they came with their case or not. 2 of them did, 2 of them did not. 1 of them didn't even come with cover art. So that's a little disappointing, but I think the games themselves are pretty solid pickups and nice additions to my collection. So first off, we have this case, which inside it is Walking Dead Survival Instinct on the PS3. I know it's not a great game, but it's a first-person shooter and it's Walking Dead. I figure it's probably worth messing around with for a few minutes. I paid $5 and this is worth $3. So this is pretty much the only game that I lost money on, but I needed another filler game and might as well add it to the collection. Next up, the other game that did not come in its cover art, we have The Darkness 2 on the Xbox 360. I beat this game a long time ago. I figured it'd be kind of cool to have the Darkness games again, so I need to track down the first one. But I really enjoyed them. I thought they're really interesting and fun first-person shooters, and they are backwards compatible, so might as well play them again. This one I paid, I believe, also $5. Yes, this one paid $5. It's worth $11, even in loose conditions, so pretty solid. Next, a game that I've heard good things about. I was hoping it was going to be the Gold Edition, which has all the DLC, which is what it was advertised as. It was not, but this is a fairly uncommon game, so I figured, you know what, let's just grab it. It was fairly cheap as well. We have Naughty Bear on the Xbox 360. It looks interesting. It's like a kind of off-the-wall action adventure game where you play as an evil stuffed bear. I don't know, it looks fun. I paid $7 for this, and it's worth $13. And then last but certainly not least, if you remember from a little while ago, I'm trying to build out my Wii U collection because I'm planning on getting a Wii U pretty soon. I have one on layaway. Also, spoiler alert, this segment is being filmed after I filmed the next video. And I may or may not have already acquired the Wii U. So I have a Wii U now. And I wanted to find more games I could pick up for fairly cheap that I can add to the Wii U collection, and this was one. I don't currently have the Switch version, so I figured, you know what? It's complete. Let's add it to the Wii U collection. That way I have a few more games I can play on it. Pokken Tournament on the Wii U. Not a super expensive Wii U game, but it's a fun one. And the Switch version is super expensive, so I figured, you know what? I can pay a fraction of that and play it on the Wii U. I'm down. I paid $7 for this. It is worth $9. So there you go. Honestly, a pretty solid first week of game hunting in 2022. Picked up some really good titles, found some great stuff, did a little game hunting, got some extra credit that I used for my pre-orders. It was a good old time. So that's going to do it for this episode of The Bargain Game Hunter. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. If you're new around here, be sure to hit that subscribe button and click that notification bell. That way you know when new videos drop. We are greatly rising up those subscriber numbers. Thank you very much to everyone who's been watching. These videos are a lot of fun. I love game hunting. It's becoming more and more of a passion of mine. I want to build up an awesome collection, and I like sharing those moments of finding these awesome games with you. So if you enjoy that and want to see more of it, maybe some spin-off stuff in the future, subscribe, join us, and there'll be some more content coming for you. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I will see you on the next episode of The Bargain Game Hunter. Bye-bye.